You know, last week or the week before, there was an article in the New York Times that talked about our lobbying efforts. And, you know, Bill, you've been very involved with something we call Main Street. Maybe you can talk a little bit about what we're doing around that and, you know, how we can work more with the community of developers.
Yeah, I mean, often you hear about government relations and, you know, it's time to check your BlackBerry, but this is actually pretty important stuff. We twice a year as a company go to Washington on what we call the United States of eBay tour. And what we do is we bring a number of our top users, primarily sellers, with us to go meet with congressmen and senators. And it is amazing to see the power of the constituent, because yeah, people go to Washington and see their congressman or whatever, but in every district, in every state, eBay sellers or the type of work that you all do, you're the most valuable workers, frankly, in the United States today, because district by district, everybody wants to say they're bringing technology to their district. And so when you have an eBay seller who might employ 20 or 30 people in the middle of Mississippi, that's considered bringing technology to the middle of Mississippi. You know, so often you get caught up in thinking it's all about Silicon Valley, but there is real power, and their voice is heard, and your voice would be heard. We have a program called the Main Street Member Program that I would encourage you to opt into. It'll give you alerts on legislative matters that may affect you either in your area where you live, or more importantly in the area you might be involved in. And I do encourage you to sign up for this thing. You know, you get in general 4 to 6 emails a year. You can opt out of it. We have to be very active as an industry, in the broadest sense, being a 10 or 12-year-old industry, to help shape the policies that are going to carry us forward. Because you know, we've had different events in states where they want to, you know, require eBay sellers to get an auction license, or the pawnbrokers come out against, you know, there's all this stuff that's trying to build regulation. And the most egregious is probably going to be, at some point, there'll be a distance sales tax, which could really hurt our sellers, because you'd be able to tax in every jurisdiction, and I believe there are 8,500 taxing jurisdictions in the United States. So we do need your help. I've really pushed this hard with our seller community at eBay, and in talking to Greg, we said we really ought to push it hard with our developer community, because this is something you need to be aware of, because you know, your business models are built on a belief that, you know, your markets will exist, and just got to be careful in this area.